So Dale, tell me, I know that over the last few months, especially, we've had such a blessing to be journeying with you. And it's one of our life's journeys, one of our life's blessings that is not just what we do, is the people that we work with and just sharing the energy, at the end of the workshops, getting together and sharing wins and sharing up and downs and sharing laughs and also cheering each other on our WhatsApp chat group. And, COVID has been such a challenging time for most people, I would say. And yet you seem to have absolutely thrived in it, mate. Just seeing some of the goals and the bucket list items and the dreams you realized during this period. And maybe because of this period, not in spite of it. Tell our wonderful readers about how COVID has been for you and your family.
Well, it's really funny because they say that timing is everything, right? Because for a number of years now, I started Ripple Fitness and I'd been going since 2007, and the last couple of years I've just lost. I'd lost the fire, the spark. I had my daughter, 3 years ago. My wife at that point left her job, so it was down to me to provide for the family, right? A lot of responsibility. Then we had our son last year. And so and I lost my stepfather in 2018 in that time as well, who had a very big impact on my life. And it's just the last 3 years has been hard. It's been, really hard. And for a long time, I've been feeling destined for more. Destined. And look, I've loved running boot camps and loved, doing what I was doing. But there was this, it's like, I was achieving a lot, but I wasn't feeling fulfilled, right? It's really interesting because along the last couple of years, I've been thinking to myself, I want to get more into speaking and coaching, and that stuff lights me up. Because every time I do, the reason why I get amazing results from my clients is because I help them up here. I help them in their mindset, right? Because once you get this right, then you can get the rest right. It's like once someone is happy in a place of happiness, then it's a lot easier to change those habits, those other habits in their life, their health, their fitness, their nutrition, all of those kinds of things. So for a long time, I've been exploring the psychology around, what makes someone successful and how they get the best results. And I've been diving deep into helping people do that. And so we've gotten some amazing results at, Ripple Fitness over the years. And a lot of that was put down to my coaching. I was coaching my clients and teaching my clients. I'd have monthly masterclasses where I would get up in front of, 100 clients and I'd be speaking to them about a topic, right? Nutrition or better sleep or, different ways to get fit. And so long story short, COVID-19 came around and the government shut the boot camps down. So I was in this place where I was like, I said, like, what are we going to do? I said to my wife, I remember the conversation. I said, like, we need to figure out what we're going to do. And she was like, oh, look, I don't know. We're going to have to just apply for JobKeeper. We're just going to have to extend our mortgage and all these kinds of things. And I remember at the time, going to bed that night thinking to myself, like, there must be a reason for this. There has to be a reason.
Wow.
This has not happened by chance. For a long time, you've been wanting to make a change. And it's like, two things are going to happen right now in COVID-19. You're either going to just survive or you're going to thrive. And I remember making the decision. I got up the next day and I had a look around and I said, I made a decision, Dom. I said, that's it. I said, no longer will I just be surviving. No longer will I stay in this place. It's time to grow. It's time to thrive. And I made that decision clear as cut. I said to my wife with so much power and focus. And from that day forwards, it's almost like the universe or whatever power out there brought all of these things into place that may have been, or that I feel that have been coming together for a long time. It's just I didn't make the decision. And I made that decision that day. And then from that moment on, I got a call from a great friend, Andrew, who put me in touch with you guys to do this presentation. What's great about this 8-week, online virtual webinar series. And I just said yes. I said, it's something I want to do. It's speaking. This is amazing. I said yes. And from that, you reached out to me and said, hey, Dale, would you like to sit into some of our training? And I just, what did I say? I said, yeah, absolutely. Yes. You said, are you free tomorrow? And I said, I'll clear my schedule. I jumped in and from that, we had the conversation where I said, look, I've been teaching my clients this for the last 10 years. And that's when you said to me that, you love and trust Andrew 100%. And look, you'd love for me to do some training and maybe run one. And literally the rest is history. I think I did 13 trainings through the month of May and had a ball. Had a blast. Like, it was phenomenal, right? And so I said to my wife that day when I came in from my first training, I said to my wife, again, I remember the conversation. I came in and I said to her, I had this smile on my face. And I said, that was awesome. I said, if I could do this for the rest of my life, I would be a happy man. And my wife will say this. Like, I legit said that. And then I sent her a message that night. I said, this is it, Amy. This is the sign. This is it. It's our time to thrive. And from there, I've been going with my gut ever since. Like, there was this competition that came up. I don't even know if I told you about it. This competition came up, this cryptocurrency competition thing. And I'd been exploring that a little bit over the last couple of years. And I said to Amy, we got to enter this. I just have a good feeling about it. And we both won $5,000 worth of cryptocurrency each. What? And it was just that. And I just said to Amy, I said, like, this is such a good space to be in. I said, let's thrive now. Let's thrive. And so the drive and the energy, and it was all happening. And she was looking at apartments on the Sunshine Coast because for a long time, we just decided we want to live on the beach. For years, we wanted to live on the beach, but we've never done it. And I said to Amy, boot camps were shut down. I said, now's the time. I don't know how we're going to do it. I don't know where we're going to go, but we're going to do it, right? And heaven behold, a couple of weeks later, she found the perfect apartment, the dream apartment for us on the beach. It had terrible photos, but she said to me, Dale, this is where we holidayed earlier this year. And we loved that place. An apartment came up. We booked in a consult. We went through. It's almost like the stars were aligning. And literally, the funny thing is that what got us over the line for that apartment was the work I was doing with you, Dom. Like, that work came into my life for a reason. So I moved into our brand new beachside apartment. It's beautiful. It's everything we wanted and more. Last week, we've still got boxes everywhere, but we're in, and it's amazing, right? So dream apartment, speaking and coaching, winning the cryptocurrency. And then the final one was, I said to my clients at the time at Ripple Fitness, I made a decision, I'm not going to go back to boot camp. I'm not going back. It's like you got to burn the boats, right? Tony Robbins talks about burning the boats, not in the sense of burn my clients, right? Those relationships, but more so it's time to make the decision, Dale, and put out into the universe that this is what you want. It's scary, very scary. And a lot of fear went through my mind, but I made that decision. I said, that's it. I'm going to make this happen. I don't know how it's going to happen. I'm going to make it happen. And so literally I called all my clients, like one-on-one. I called every single client, 60 clients, right? Called them personally to tell them. And they were devastated, right? They were in two minds. They were like, Dale, we're so happy for you. We know you've wanted this for so long. But then they were like, but you suck. We hate you. We're not going to be able to come to the RipFit family boot camp anymore. And look, and that's something I had to take at the time, right? Because in my head, I didn't want to sell it to someone. And a lot of people were saying to me, why don't you sell this thing? You built this amazing culture, amazing clients you've had for 8, 9, 10 years. It's a brilliant business. we're surprised you haven't franchised. And I said, look, I don't want to put it into the hands of a stranger who goes and then tarnishes the brand and runs it into the ground. Right? I would rather shut the doors than see that happen to my baby, right? And I couldn't do that to my clients. I just couldn't do it. So it's so funny because, and this is summing up the entire package, right? This is the icing on the cake. I was still doing a little bit of personal training. And I'm talking like 5 weeks ago. This is 5 weeks ago, like still fresh. I'm doing some personal training with a client of mine that's been coming to me for 5 or 6 years, right? Her name's Holly. And she's someone that I've helped to transform her entire life, right? She was working in a job she hated. She was miserable. She'd stacked on a heap of weight. So long story short, we got her to leave the job. She started her dream business, a dog washing business. She instantly was like, oh my God, so much freedom, so much happiness. She lost 20, 25 kilos. Her husband went on to lose 25, 30 kilos. So between them, they've lost between 50 to 60 kilos, right? And I was PTing her. I was training with her. And she said to me, Dale, I'm really thinking about doing my PT, like becoming a PT, like getting into the fitness industry. And I just turned to her and I said, no way, right? I was like, and she's like, no, I'm not joking. I was like, you're kidding me. So we had this amazing conversation about what she might do and all of this kind of stuff, right? So I'm driving home and in my head, I'm like, Dale, are you an idiot or something? You've got a beautiful business here with amazing clients, right? That you could sell to someone, the right person. You've got an amazing client here who knows your philosophy, who's great with people, who really cares about her clients because her dog washing business is thriving, who's looking to be a PT and get into the fitness industry. And so I went home and I sent an email and I said, look, I just want to ask the question, are you interested in buying Ripple Fitness? And they said, tell me more, Dale. Tell me more, right? Sent them a proposal. They agreed, got the contracts. Bam, 1st of July, literally 8 days ago, Ripple Fitness sold. And that, my friend, is how we do COVID-19.
Thriving.
I just, and look, again, like, I don't want to be disrespectful to the people that have struggled during this time. I really don't. And the people that have lost their lives, I truly mean that. I just feel that there are some people that are using this as an excuse to play the victim in their lives. And I may get criticism for saying that, but I feel like we all have a choice, Dom. We get to choose, right? We get to choose how we respond to the situation. And it's something we teach in, emotional resilience for change. And I feel like I made that decision that I wanted to thrive. And I feel like other people can make that decision too if they choose to. So for me, I think the biggest part was making the decision. That was where it all changed for me. My focus changed and I just did anything and everything I could to move from where we were to move to the place that we are now. And it's taken a lot of hard work, but I couldn't be happier.